supposed to be in a relationship of guardian to ward. The federal government is supposed to be our guardian, and we're supposed to be the ward. And then we get down to, well, what about the water? Well, in this particular case, the BIA has defined water as property, not as a mineral. So in defining property, the water is property. That means that it comes under the Fifth Amendment, which says that the federal government cannot take life, liberty, or property without due process of law. So how do we get to the end of the trail on this? I'm suggesting to you that you vote no when and if the date comes, whether it's March 8th or any time in the future, on the water compact. It needs to be renegotiated. People are afraid that if we don't do something on the 8th, that it's all the sky's going to fall. That's not true. We'll go back to the bargaining table. We'll have to renegotiate the compact, and that's where we should have started. The federal government and the state were fools when they didn't include some token allotee in the bargaining to represent the allotee's claim. This afternoon I had made a presentation, and under various Supreme Court decisions, the way it works is the tribe got all the land on the reservation when the treaty was signed in 1868. The tribe was broken up into allotments in 1887. When the allotments were parceled out to various tribal members, there is a Supreme Court decision that each tribal member, that is allottee, got the same water right that the tribe had on that particular piece of property. Well, we come forward, fast forward to 1999 or 2009, if the water right that we own, as I speak, is eliminated on March 8th, that will be a property right that has been taken from us, and that will mean, one, we were denied due process because we didn't have a representative at the bargaining table when the compact was negotiated, and two, property was taken from us without compensation. So, where does the water go? Although there is a definition of allottees in the water compact, there's no allocation to the allottees. Although the allottees are defined in the water compact, there's no money paid to the allottees. And you don't have to take it from me. The water compact's on the back table. You heard it from Willis. Wait, he doesn't have a dog in this fight. I do. I own land, and I don't know how much water I should be entitled to, because that was never calculated based upon the federal formula of practical irrigable acreage. So where do we go? Do we fall off the edge of the earth if we vote no? No. Is the state going to sue us? I think there'll be countersuits, because there's some potential fraudulent issues connected with how this was processed through the channels and how it went up to the state and then on to Congress. There's a lot at stake, and there's a lot of money involved attempting to charge the issue and persuade people that this is the best thing for the Crow tribe. It isn't. You've heard Dr. Waite's presentation and his breakdown. I'll just take one issue with regard to settlement. With regard to the money that the Crow tribe is supposed to get, you and I, as allottees, will get nothing. We get zero. The check won't be cut. It all goes into ditches and canals. And yes, there may truly be a job or two for you and I, or our relatives, as the canals and ditches are built. But will they be built for you and for me? I don't think so. Because I'm not irrigating my land now, although I'd like to reserve the right to do that. They're going to be built for the users of water who have the senior priority right prior to 1999, and most of those are non-Indians. I suggest that $400+ million, maybe it's $500+ million, be put in a irrevocable trust, and that trust be invested wisely, just like the Montana Coal Trust, and that income stream, which the state of Montana has. The state of Montana is one of the above the line, in the black states without a huge state deficit today. One of 3 states. Most of the states are overspent. They've got deficit spending. What is it? California is $21 billion. Montana isn't, because it's got what is the Coal Trust Fund, which acts as kind of a rainy day fund and saves our bacon as a state, where we can use that fund to adjust the state budget and pay our bills and keep current. That's what the Crow tribe could do with $400 to $500 billion. We could put that money into an irrevocable trust, have it properly managed, and create an income stream. In 1999, the Montana Coal Trust was worth about $660 million. And the income stream was approximately, I think, $42 million. Think if this tribe had the money that has been paid back to us for past damages and defaults and non-performances of the federal government, which they already owe us. Think about that money that we should be paid as a rock bottom figure in a trust fund that produces $42 million for this tribe. We don't need any outside help then. We have sustainability. We can be functional, and we can do our own construction and have our own jobs and have Indian preference. I haven't checked the compact, but I don't think there's Indian preference in the building of the ditches and canals. That's going to be a BOR, Bureau of Reclamation operation. And I don't think they're obligated to hire Indians first. So it's just like the power plant. People were saying, oh, it's good, it's going to provide jobs for Indians. And I've asked everybody that I think knows something about Rocky Mountain Power, how many Indians did they hire? And I still don't know. I still haven't gotten a straight answer. I don't think there are any Indians working there. I could be wrong, but it's not a lot. So, back to falling off the edge of the earth. If the vote is no, then we continue to move forward with a representative in the bargaining and negotiation of a new water compact. Should have been there. That's the due process issue. There should have been somebody there to begin with. We get somebody in the back, some Atty that is somehow elected or selected by the Atties to begin bargaining on our behalf. And then maybe we can negotiate to get some water, and possibly for those that don't need water, maybe they can get paid off. It opens the door to solutions. So the scare tactic of, oh, the state is going to sue us if we don't go through with this. We have a right to say no. It's in Section 11 of the 1868 treaty. We have a right to say no. That's why we're getting this right to have a referendum at all, because it's a treaty right. This is one of the rare situations where the federal government, after speaking, it went state, Congress, Obama, back to the tribe, and now we're getting to say the last word on it. That's very rare, and it is the last word. And we need to say the right word so that we can preserve our rights with regard to the future. Okay, so there's time available. 415 tribes haven't negotiated their water right. We're just going to be back in the pack with those people,